Who? Yes, ma'am. Haley, I can't hear you.
No, she was just saying to record.
Okay, thank you. I got to go again. All right, on this one, how many equally likely outcomes are there? So this is like the April one. How many possibilities could you land on with that dice?
6.
6. So there are 6 possibilities. And by the way, you might want to put, you could get a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6. Okay. Then, so find that answer. That goes right here. So that 6 is the A. So there's a couple of them, these whole numbers, that 30, the 50, that might be similar to that. Anyway, what was that answer? 6. And that was the letter A. Right. Then it says, if you roll the dice once, what's your probability of getting a 3? Now this is a probability, it's going to be a fraction. What's your probability of getting a 3? 1 out of 6. So this one is 1 out of 6. And find that answer on the bottom. And it is right here, and that is the letter E. Okay. So I'm going to skip the letter H, and I'm going to let you do that one. We're going to do the letter I. If you roll the die 300 times, about how many times would you expect to get a 5? When it says how many times would you expect to get it, you have to find the original probability first. What's the original probability of getting a 5? 1 out of what? So 1 out of 6. That's my original. But now I'm going to roll it 300 times. Guess what I need to do? Multiply it by 300. And then this one we can reduce. Doesn't 6 go into 30? So 6 goes into 30 5 times with that extra 0. So we're done. 1 times 50 is what? What's 1 times 50? It's 50. So if we rolled it 300 times, 50 times we would expect to get a 5. And there's a 50 down there. You're going to put the letter I. Because you have to find the probability of getting a 5 first. So the probability of getting a 5 is 1 out of the 6. And then we multiply it by the number of times we're going to roll it. So I'm going to let, these will be singular probabilities. I'm going to do one of these like this, the letter Y, and then you're going to do the rest. So on the letter Y, if you spin the spinner 80 times, about how many times would you expect it to land on the C? First of all, you have to find the probability of it landing on a C. Now you have to be, okay, you have to be very careful because it has to be even units. This is different. This size is different than this. Liliana, stay focused. So what I need to do is I need to cut this here and make it equal sections. So I'm going to put, isn't this whole thing A? So I'm going to make this an A, and I'm going to make this an A, and that's what you need to do right now. So there's really 2 sections of A's. When you're doing probability, they all have to be equal. You'll have to wait just 1 second. Equal sections. All right, so what's the possibility, first of all, of getting 1 C? 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. So go ahead and do it over here. 1 out of 4. That's my probability to get a C. But now they're saying I'm going to spin it about 80 times. What do I have to do? Multiply it by 80, and we'll see about how many C's we should expect. So times 80. And doesn't 4 go into 80?
Yeah, 20.
20. 4 into 4 goes once. 4 goes into that 20. So we should expect to get a C about 20 times. And that answer is right here. Okay, your job is to, did we do all of these? Oh, these are simple. So I would start here. You must finish this page. Oh, you have a whole half hour. All All right, so you're going to go ahead and finish these here, and then you're going to go back and finish this, the ones that we didn't do on those two. You don't have to do any more on the front. Liliana, what's your question? What's that? I did leave H for you to do. Yes, I wanted you to do that one. I did the one with the bigger number. I'm scared of